I'm incredibly honored to introduce you to our 2025 Commencement Keynote speaker. Michelle Lucero is a fearless lover of life who lives louder, bolder, and bigger than most of us even dream. She doesn't just talk about adventure, she is adventure. She's led teams, top organizations, and communities through real growth with a whole lot of courage, urgency, strategy, and humor. Whether she's swimming with sharks or outsmarting them in the boardroom, Michelle knows how to take risks, crush challenges, and bring others along for the ride. After 12 years in the C-suite at Children's Hospital Colorado as Chief Administrative Officer, General Counsel, and the self-appointed and still undefeated Chief Flash Mob Officer, a role she still boasts, Michelle stepped into her Act 2 as a strategic advisor, executive coach, motivational speaker, and corporate board member. Michelle's community leadership runs just as deep, serving on nonprofit boards such as the Betcher Foundation, Latino Community Foundation of Colorado, MSU Denver, the Papua New Guinea Tribal Foundation, and many more. When there's a chance to lift others higher, Michelle shows up, and she shows up big. Blending a lifetime of leadership lessons, business accolades, global adventures, and unstoppable energy, Michelle is here to push you past your fear, ignite your courage, and remind you that your best life doesn't come from playing it safe. It comes from living and leading full tilt. I'm therefore honored to introduce Michelle Lucero to the stage.
What an amazing day this is. A journey as individual as each of you. Some young in years, others a bit like me. Young in mind, but with a physical body that pushes back every now and then. But each of us epic. I love that the ages of the CSU students spanned from the teens to well beyond the 40s. You all reflect the world. Me, I've had 61 years on this planet, and during that time, I have been blessed, worked hard, and have had the opportunity to experience so many things. I've worked with amazing people, and some not so amazing. Been part of wonderful organizations. I've been able to coach and advise leaders of companies and nonprofits and countries throughout the world. So you might have thought that today I would possibly be delivering remarks about leadership, or today is the first day of the rest of your life, or 5 steps to success. And honestly, I was going down that route. Then I watched commencement speeches, lots of speeches. Those from prior CSU global commencements, as well as some of the best commencement speeches of all time. And after those many viewings, I did what many of you have done throughout your entire life. I pivoted. Instead, I thought about something that happened to me about a year ago. In June 2024, I was doing my daily Instagram scroll, and because I have taught that algorithm very wisely to send me things like adrenaline-laced adventures, dirt bike races, healthy foods like mangoes and tacos. And most importantly, it sends me empowering and inspirational messages. And in that, something from Simon Sinek came up. In true Simon Sinek fashion, he was teaching and encouraging his audience to get a gauge on what impact each of them had made on people in their lives. To do this, he suggested that we ask those people in our circle, the ones that we love and trust, and we value their opinion, to ask them 2 questions. First, why do you enjoy being around me? Now, note here, make sure you ask people that actually enjoy being around you. You might be surprised. Secondly, the question was, what does this relationship with me, do for you? Oh my goodness, what a crazy exercise. I did this because I thought this would be a great thing to assist me with the website that I was developing, as well as a book that I'm writing, but actually it was gonna be a great check on if I was living up to my intention of valuing others and providing value to them. Well, the answers kind of blew me away, but one in particular always stays with me. It's from my friend, Dr. Janine Davidson, who's the president of MSU Denver. In response to the question, why do you enjoy being around me? This is what she said. You eat life. You are always open to experiencing new things and learning from it all. All things are simply bigger, and exploring life with you is just bigger. Whether we're climbing a volcano, swimming with dolphins, or jumping out of a plane with Navy SEALs. It's more exciting with you. You eat life. Eating life. Oh my goodness, that's it. I love that. It is said that one obtains mastery if they commit at least 10,000 hours to that individual skill or activity. Eating life. I can honestly say that this kid has certainly been committed to achieving mastery there. So for the next 12 minutes or so, I'm going to take you all on a crash course of nuggets that will hopefully teach you, push you, challenge you, encourage you, and motivate you to eat life. I want you to do this from both a professional and a personal perspective. Now, I'm warning you, there are lots of nuggets, and we'll each find our own unique way of how we approach this thing called life, as Prince told us. These are some of mine, some suggestions for you to push and create your own. And if you want to know anything more about these, reach out. I'd love to eat life together. And at the end of this, as the chief flash mob officer, you might have thought we were going to do a flash mob. I was tempted to do that, but instead, I'm going to give you all a sign. And for our folks that are live streaming, I want you to type in #EatLife. And for everyone in the room, I need you to stand up and encourage all of these wonderful humans that you love to begin today by eating life. So here we go. Hang tight, team. We're going to go fast. As Caitlin say, the first thing we want to do is celebrate. Start with this amazing accomplishment today. Celebrate. Today, if you're here with your family, go out with them. If it's just you, go out and share the news with the world. Believe me, people will want to celebrate with you. And at the same time, remember to celebrate the little successes too. We do not celebrate enough. And after you're finished celebrating this one, I need you to read again. Read a little bit every day. I know you're saying, come on, dude. We just finished reading a bazillion chapters to get to this point. All right, well, you can give yourself a slight break, but start reading again. This is the only way to allow you to continually learn. And speaking of learning, try new things, all kinds of things. Always wanted to learn how to swim? Do it. Wanted to learn how to bake bread? Start tomorrow. Wanted to hike a 14er? Yep. Let's plan to do that too. Do it all, especially the ones that scare the crap out of you. Oh, and by the way, drink lots of water. That's going to be a theme. Okay, back to the scary stuff. Thought of jumping out of a perfectly good plane, skydiving with Navy SEALs? Do it. Call me. Heck, if you need someone, let me know. I'll do it with you. And this leads me to something else. Get uncomfortable. Get real uncomfortable. That is the only way that we are truly going to grow. And speaking of discomfort, go swim with sharks. No, I'm serious. When I lived on an island last fall for over a month by myself, believe me, the sharks in the water were much nicer to me than some of the people I happened to encounter on the island. Doing something like this will allow you to conquer fear. And one thing's for sure, at least you know those sharks are dangerous. Life gives you people that it's not until they bite you that you realize that they're sharks. People. Learn about people. Be curious. Enough about letting social media or someone else tell you who they are. Do not assume it. Don't go along with what the crowd says. Be curious. Ask them yourself. And listen first. Actually talk to people. Don't just text or email them. Have a conversation. And here's one for you. Sit down and share a meal with someone who doesn't share your point of view. We have lost the value of civil conversation. Let's change that starting today with you. In doing so, we may find out that what we have in common is much more than what we have as far as differences. Laugh until your sides ache. Treat people well. Even if they're a jerk, still be kind. Their actions are a reflection of what's going on with them, not their interaction with you. And speaking of people, make sure you have a circle of people who both encourage you to lean in, to go big, as well as to push back and tell you when you're doing some dumb stuff. Push yourself. Find out ways to motivate yourself. You can't motivate anyone else if you can't motivate yourself first. And be the best you can be. Remember, comparison, when you compare to someone else, that's the thief of joy. You are as good as you are. Oh, did I mention? Drink some water. Ask questions, all kinds of questions, especially the stupid ones. It's better to look uninformed than to actually be uninformed. And along the way, be prepared. And I say, have 2 songs in your back pocket. A walk-up song, that's for inspiration, and a karaoke song, that's for preparation. You know, speaking of preparation, especially if you're a leader or you aspire to be a leader, get uncomfortable making decisions, or get comfortable making decisions. Most of you are uncomfortable with it. Get comfortable, especially if you're that leader or want to lead people. Remember, indecision is a decision, and it's usually not a good one. Decisions can be hard and can also be adjusted, but get good, really good at doing them. Work hard in all you do, and you want to start a business? Stop making excuses, do it today. Train your mind to see opportunities, not obstacles. You need to stop saying, can I? And start saying, how can I? And in the words of the wonderful Winston Churchill, never, never, never give up. Don't quit. Quitting is a habit that no one should ever develop. And oh, by the way, you see that cupcake or that cookie? Eat it. Eat 2 of them, and then drink some more water. Find purpose. Go to a developing country and find out how you can help. But first, learn about the people, the culture. Be a student first. And you know what? Care more about what you think about yourself than what others think of you. And at the same time, don't be a selfish prick. Value giving more than receiving. And starting today, advocate for someone less fortunate than you. In fact, first advocate for yourself. And keep laughing. Oh my goodness, I say it all the time. You have to laugh to keep from crying. And I know that you've been in front of your screens for a very long time. I'm challenging you, put them away. Put them away for a while, right? Remember that social media is exactly what the people contributing to it want you to believe. They have decided what to put on there. It is not complete reality. Reality is what you see in the mountains and the lakes and the parks and the museums and the oceans. It's not what Insta and TikTok show you. And because of all of that, remember that your mental health is critical. Get outside at least once a day. Research has shown that it will help your mental health in ways that you can't even imagine. And speaking of mental health, do one of the things I do. Jump on a stage, sing with the band. There's about a 100% chance that you will not be thrown off, and I speak from experience. Seek successes, big and small. We tend to see success as only the big job, the big house, retiring early. These are all big successes. But so is signing the first lease without a cosigner, getting out of bed some mornings, taking a 1-mile hike. Celebrate the small successes. Do it consistently. It will lead to the big ones. And at the same time, learn how to win and lose honorably. In fact, I need you to learn how to take a good old-fashioned ass whooping. It builds character. Gain thick skin. We will be criticized, we will be mocked, and we won't get what we want, and that's okay. That might be happening to protect us from something else, make us stronger, or make us work harder. And pay attention. Look up from your phone or screen and see the world. And remember that relationships matter. I'm not a fan of networking. Not networking. Create true and real relationships. Build them. And in that, you'll be ready to ask for help. Those relationships you build, those people will jump at the chance, but you first have to ask. We cannot do life alone. And no, I think I forgot. Drink more water. Right? Why do I say this? Well, that's another thing I committed to doing later in life than I should have. Our body is made up of 60% water. It helps your joints, weight management, digestion, skin health, manage your blood pressure, your mental health, boost athletic performance, and if that doesn't convince you, it reduces the chance of a hangover. Start eating better today. We can change the hand that has been dealt us, and many times we chose that hand. But as author Alan Cohen said, your history is not your destiny. Rewrite your destiny today. And in that, leave the relationship. Work, friend, lover. If you're not being respected nor respect your partner, leave the relationships. And keep learning new things. Learn how to play that instrument. Want to learn how to play the guitar? Do it. I'm going to learn how to play the banjo next fall. Have always wanted to do it. What's stopping you? Take a class and insist that your kids learn a second language. In fact, you should learn a second language. It's never too late. And this is one skill that almost completely guarantees to differentiate you and contribute to your success. And for all of my wonderful healthcare management administration folks, we will say, wash your hands. In the healthcare world, one critical determinant in reducing infections is cleanliness. Wash those hands. And pray, not only when you need something, but pray especially to say thanks. And go get that passport. I waited until I was 49, and I've been playing catch up ever since. Get that passport. In order to eat life, you need to be able to jump on a plane, a train, or an automobile and take risks. Jump on that mountain bike and take a ride. Yeah, you might fall and you might break your face in 5 places, but guess what? That's a really good story to tell. Kick fear in the teeth. Value the possibility of success over failure. And here I'll tell you, you can take your phones out, right? Take your phone out or find a piece of paper. What I challenge you all to do is write down 3 things that you commit to do, to start eating life, to think big. Read it every month, every week, every day. Research shows that when you write that down, that act, you're most likely to achieve it. And when things get stressful, take a break, breathe, and drink lots of water. And most importantly, #eat life. Whew. I would like to thank you all for allowing me this honor to share this momentous day with you, your families, your family, CSU Global Leadership, Faculty, and Administration. And so you see, I kind of tricked you because today is the beginning of your life. This is the beginning of your quest to eat life. So at this point, I'm cueing everyone to stand up and scream and tell them to eat life. Thank you all. Thank you.